Kelly Clarkson and Heat on 102.7 WMOM 845, 15 before the top of the hour. Good morning, West Michigan. Chris here with you. And so is Randy from Captain Chuck's too. Randy, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I think there we go. And we are talking, what are we talking today?
I'm going to talk some open water perch fishing.
Yeah, because there's no ice.
It went away quick.
How long was the ice here?
Like 4 or 5 days, maybe.
Yeah, that was about it. Mm-hmm. And it got pretty dangerous, like right when that warm up happened, right?
Yeah, it's when you got a little bit of ice like that, that warm up hurts it pretty quick.
All right, and we got Hudson in the studio with us. He's looking at his friends across the way, and he's like, does he bark or does he just check him out? Let's see what he does.
Oh, there's a little one. Little one.
Yep. He's like, I'm going crazy. But that's the fun part of it. Randy from Captain Chuck's 2 live in the studio with us. See, there he is.
Yeah, he's excited now.
Yeah, he is.
What are you doing, Hudson?
Do you want to show him up to the camera?
Okay. Hudson, come here.
There you go. Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
He did this before, which is kind of cool. But he's gotten a lot bigger, and he's going to the groomer today. He's kind of shaggy right now, so
He is, but he's cute when he's shaggy.
There he is. Hi, Hudson. How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
There you go. Too funny. If you're watching this on Facebook, there is Randy and Hudson for a moment there. Let's talk. There was a point when we had the blizzard and the ice and everything else. What happened? What was that transition like when we realized it was time to get off the ice and for safety purposes everywhere there?
Well, once it warmed up, you get a lot of water on top of the ice from it melting. We were fortunate in a sense that with that blizzard, there was a lot of wind, and so it kept a lot of the snow off of the ice. So we got pretty lucky there, and that actually helped make the ice because it was so cold and those days we were having 4, 5, 6 degrees. That helped the ice, and then when it warmed up so fast, and so quick, and then we got some rain, and that just it kills the ice.
Yeah, so we and we're expecting some snow later this week, but nothing in regards to those temps that are going to drop fast enough. What temps are you looking for when to be able to kind of rebuild that ice again?
Well, honestly, the colder the better.
Yeah.
But right now, if we could get some teens at least, that would be good.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a couple days where it's like 29 for a high and 29 for a low. That's really not gonna do anything for us.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically below freezing, we need some cold nights and some cold days where they're teens or single digits.
Were you talking with some of those that were fishing that were disappointed? What was those conversations like at all?
Oh yeah. Okay. Everybody's bummed, that the ice was here and then it went away, but it happens a lot. Obviously we haven't seen warm-ups quite like this in the last few years, but there's a lot of times we'll get first ice and then it goes away for a little bit and then it comes back. But normally, you're with no ice for a few days, where it looks like it's going to be a couple weeks before we get any ice. So
all right, so then the hardcore the hardcore fishing men and women come out and say, hey, you know what? No ice. That's okay. We can still go for some perch, right?
Yeah. People that haven't put their boats away yet, they were out in full force yesterday. So,
really?
Yeah. There was probably, there was at least 8 or 10 boats that I know of that were out. So not a ton of people, but the people that hadn't winterized their boats, they were out fishing.
All right, there you go. Any tips or tricks to go out there this time of the year?
Yeah, out there, obviously this time of year you really want to be extra safe because that water's so cold, so you don't want to fall in. You got to watch for still some floating ice. And then just, it's a vertical fishing. So basically you're dropping your bait to the bottom, and then just kind of bouncing it off bottom with, you want to be within 6 or 8 inches of bottom normally. Okay. Minnows, wigglers, spikes, waxworms, any of those will work. So.
Okay. And John just drove by the way.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah. Our good friend John. When fishing for perch in this time of the year, the colder, is it better tasting at all or not? Does it matter?
I think personally that any fish comes out of cold water is better tasting than a warm water fish. That's my personal opinion.
Any reasons why? You have any thoughts about that?
The meat's firmer.
Okay.
If you take one in the summer, sometimes with them being warm and in that warm water, the meat can be kind of soft and mushy.
Okay.
Like when I catch fish in the summer, when I clean them, I put them in a bowl of water for a couple days.
Oh, really?
And just let that meat firm up, and it just seemed to taste better that way.
All right, cool. Perch fishing, and we're still not going on the big lake. lake, right? I mean, are we seeing any boats out there? I mean,
No, those boats have all been pretty much winterized for the year.
All right, that's a good thing.
There's a lot more work in winterizing those than there is, a small, 16-foot aluminum boat. So
yeah, absolutely. And so they're on rivers, on the lakes. Any particular lake you want to give us a hint?
They've been fishing Pere Marquette, fishing Pentwater. So those two I know. I'm not sure if Manastee's opened up enough yet to fish it with a boat.
Okay.
I haven't heard, but they are fishing the rivers for steelhead.
Okay.
Not for perch, but yeah, for steelhead, the rivers opened up because it got so cold that the rivers were froze over.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they've opened up now completely, so people are doing that too.
And what recommendation for gear or equipment or lures at Captain Chuck's too?
For perch fishing, perch pounders or the perch rigs, they call them. It's basically a swivel on the bottom and then a fly and then another fly above. And then on that swivel, you put your weight.
Okay.
So when you go down, that weight's kind of bumping off a bottom.
Okay.
And then those little flies are above. And then they tip them with either a minnow or a waxworm or spike or wiggler.
Okay.
So that would be the main thing. You can also use what do they call a Haley jig, which is a little skinny jig, about this long, and it's got a chain on the bottom with a hook on it. And when you jig it, that hook kind of dances around and makes them want to bite that. So you could go either route with that.
All right, pretty excited about it. And what about are we catching big perch or is it just kind of like hand?
Right now, they're kind of small to lower end average.
Okay.
We did see one nice one come in yesterday that was about almost 14 inches and a little over a pound and a half. So it was a pretty nice fish.
Do we catch big perch around here any time of the year?
It's hit or miss. I mean, there's some years we do better than others. Okay. But a big perch or at least a really nice perch to me is about 10 inches.
Okay.
So anytime you get them in that like 11 and up, those are pretty big perch.
So definitely not in the category of salmon and pike and all of that stuff. We're not catching any big perch.
Nope, not like that. No, a bit like I said, a big perch. If you get one that's a pound and a half, that's a pretty big perch. So I think last year we weighed 2 in over 2 pounds, which are giants. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, those are big fish.
All right, so put your Chef Randy hat on.
Okay.
For a moment. How are we preparing these?
There's a few ways. Obviously, I love my deep fried food. So deep fried, they're excellent. Yeah. I know some people use them for fish tacos, which are pretty good that way. They'll bake them or even fry them and do them in fish tacos. I'm sure there's a lot of other recipes, but I just have trouble getting past the deep fry.
No, that's all right.
Especially perch. They're good eating.
That's cool. All right. Anything that we missed in regards to this subject at all?
I don't think so.
All right. Make sure you check out Captain Chuck's too for perch fishing, and as well when the ice comes back. We will to stop in. You still got a lot of great items for ice fishing, I would assume.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. We still have a ton of gear. So and we did start doing some ice reports.
Yes, I saw that
on our page. And then once we start getting cold again, we'll get back out and do some more reports.
How did that go? I mean, we had quite a bit of ice on the lakes there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, the one day we went, there was about 4 inches on Hamlin, and there was about the same on Pere Marquette. 4 to 5. So yeah, it was pretty good.
All right. When the ice returns, check out those ice reports on the Captain Chuck's 2 Facebook page there. And by the way, good job. I was watching it the other day. It was pretty cool. Absolutely. Captain Chuck's 2 right there at the corner of Jabavi and US 10. And check them out. Go shopping today, all right?
That's right. Come see us.
Absolutely. Hours after the holidays stay the same, right?
Yep. Do you remember? No pressure.
All right. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
You got it.
All right, Monday through Saturday.
You got it.
And 7 a.m. till noon on Sunday.
You got it.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
After 2 years, you figured this out.
I know, I'm getting there. The memory's not the greatest, okay? But we get there. And I'm not trying the phone number. You got that one.
Phone number is 231-843-4458.
All right, there you go. If you missed any of this segment, check it out on our Facebook page. It's archived for 2 years and longer. Right there on our Facebook page, WMOM. Randy, thanks for coming in.
Yep, thanks, Chris. Good seeing you.
You got it. 8:54 on 102.7 WMOM. Stick with us. We have more music on the way, including Kelsey Ballerini on the way next on 102.7 WMOM.
Hear what customers are saying about Abrahamson's Towing.
Yesterday I went in the ditch.